Hello and welcome back to Danny Smart. Today we are diving into a key concept in calculus, how to find the average value of a continuous function. Whether you are preparing for a test or just curious about the practical applications of calculus, this lesson will give you everything you need to master this topic. So grab your notebook and let us get started. So given a function that is integrable between an interval, then its average value, or we also call the average value mean, is giving us this. So whenever you are being asked to find the average value or mean of a continuous function, this is the formula that we have to use. So now, looking at this question, we have to find the average value of f of x is equal to x on the interval 1, 3. So first of all, let's write our formula. So we are going to use the formula 1 over b minus a, integral of a to b of f of x dx. In this case, your a is 1 and your b is 3. So doing substitution, we get to see that we have 1 out of 3 minus 1, 1 to 3. F of x was given as x, then dx. So this simplifies to 1 out of 2, then integral from 1 to 3x dx. Now remember from our previous video to integrate this. Whenever you have a polynomial and you're integrating, all that you have to do is to add 1 to the exponent. So x just has an exponent of 1, so if you just have to add 1. Then afterwards we divide by the result, so 1 plus 1 is 2, so we just divide by 2. And this is going to give us, so in this case, if we do that, we have to also, we shouldn't forget upper and lower limit. So we have 3 and 1 here. So if we simplify, we have x squared out of 2, then the upper and lower limit. So the next step is to just sub in our bounds. So first of all, we put in the one on top first. So we have 3 squared out of 2. Then if we are subbing in the number down, we always subtract. So minus then 1 squared out of 2. So this is just 1 out of 2. And 3 squared is 9. 1 squared is 1. So if we subtract 1/2 from 9 out of 2, we get 8 out of 2. And if we multiply this, we just have 8 out of 4, which is just 2. So the average value of this f of x on this interval is 2. Let's look at a different question. We have f of t to be equal to t minus 1 squared, then on 0, 3. So with this question, we do the same thing. So the average value is giving us 1 over b minus a, integral of from a to b of f of t dt. In this case, our a is 0 and our b is 3. So doing substitution, we have 1 over 3 minus 0, then 0 to 3. F of t was given as t minus 1 all squared dt. And this just simplifies to 1 over 3, the integral of 0 to 3, t minus 1 squared dt. Now to integrate this, what you have to do is to first of all expand, So t minus 1 squared is the same as writing t minus 1 multiplying t minus 1. So we have to just FOIL it out. So t will multiply this t, so we have t squared. T will multiply minus 1, so we have minus t. Minus 1 will multiply t, so we have minus t, and negative 1 will multiply negative 1, so we have positive 1. So this simplifies to t squared minus 2t plus 1. So in that case, our average value changes to 1 out of 3, integral of 0 to 3. Then we have t squared minus 2t plus 1, or the t. And with this, you're going to have, since this is a polynomial, we have to add 1 to the exponent and divide by it, right? So in this case, we have t cubed over 3 minus 2t squared out of 2. Then if you integrate a constant, you get what you are differentiating with respect to, right? The variable you are differentiating with respect to. So in this case, we have just t. And we bring our bounds. So looking at this, you see 2 can cancel 2 here. So you can have average value of f to be equal to 1/3. Then if you sub in this, you're going to have 3 raised to the power 3 over 3 minus, now we just have t squared, so we have 3 squared then plus 3. Then we have, if we sub in 0, the whole of this will go to 0, so it doesn't matter, so we just have this one left. So this simplifies to 1/3. 3 cubed is 27, so we have 27 out of 3 minus 9 plus 3. And 27 over 3 over here is 9, so we can simply write 9. So 9 minus 9 goes to 0, so we just have 3 in the bracket, so we have 1 over 3 times 3, and this is just 1. So in this case, we have our average value to be 1. Okay, let's look at a different example. So now suppose that f and g are integrable, and that we have integral of this to be negative 4. We have integral of this to be 6. And we also have integral of this to be 8. We have to find okay. So now whenever you have an integral and the lower limit and the upper limit are the same, that will just simplify to 0. So whenever this and this is the same, there is no need to do anything. You just have to write equal to 0. For the second one, we have to find integral of 5, 1 g of x dx. So in that case, let's see, were we given this in our question? So this looks something like this, right? Sorry, it looks something like this right here. But now, instead of 5 to be over here, they've interchanged it, right? So what we have to do is, we can also interchange our values right here. But if you interchange those values, you have to bring a negative in front. Then you have 1, 5, and g of x dx. So you're going to have negative. Now this was given to us in the question to be 8. So in that case we have negative 8 to be our answer. Let's look at the third one. So with this, we can always bring the constant outside. Then we have the integral 1 to 2 of f of x dx. Now, were we given 1 to 2 of f of x? Yes, we were. And they said s is equal to negative 4. So we have 3 multiplying negative 4, which is negative 12. Okay, let's look at it. Fourth one. We have 5 f of x minus g of x. So in that case, we can rewrite this as the integral of 1 to 5 of f of x dx minus integral of 1 to 5 g of x dx. Now, 1 to 5 of f of x, was it given? Yes. 1 to 5 g of x, was it given? Yes. So in that case, all that we have to do is to sub it in. So we have 6 minus 8. And this is equal to negative 2. We also have integral of 1 to 5 of 4f of x minus g of x dx. So in that case, we do the same thing. We bring the constant outside this time. We have 1 to 5 f of x dx minus 1 to 5 g of x dx. So we have 4 multiplying now. 1 to 5 of f of x was given to be 6. So we have 6 here, then minus the g of x, which is 8. So in this case, 4 by 6, we know to be 24 minus 8. So this simplifies to positive 16. Now let's look at the last question. We are told to find the value of we have 1 to 5. No, we have to find 2 to 5 f of x dx. Now looking at this, comparing this to, you see this, it's not the same thing, right? It is not the same thing as this. So what do we do in this case? One thing that you have to note, let me make a note over here. So you can have integral of a to c f of x dx. This is equal to integral of a to b f of x plus integral of b to c of f of x dx. So in this case, if you are given this, from a to c, you can have integral of 1 to 5 of f of x dx, which was actually given to you in the question. Then you can see that this is equal to the integral of 1 to 2 f of x dx plus now the integral of, we can have 2 to 5 f of x dx. So basically, you can see that these two were given to you in the question. So all I have to do is to make substitution. So 1 to 5 was given to be 6. So we have 6 here. And how about 2 to 1? So we have, let's say this is equal to 1 to 2 was given to be -4. So we have -4 plus our integral. This is what we are interested in finding. So if we send this to the left hand side, it becomes positive. So we have 10 is equal to 5 2 to 5 f of x dx, and this is our answer. S is equal to 10. So that is it for today's lesson on finding the average value of a continuous function. I hope this breaks down, made the concept clear and approachable. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more calculus tutorials. And as always, if you have any questions or topics you would like me to cover, let me know in the comments below. Until the next time, keep learning and keep exploring mathematics. Bye.